Welcome everybody to the live stream. I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys that's coming in here, taking time out of your day to come in here and support me, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys sincerely. And man, has it been a hectic week as Jaguar fans? I mean, whew. My emotions are sky high. I can't remember the last time the Jaguars have made me feel this way, because it's a mixture of emotions. It's like I'm anxious and I'm happy and I'm excited, but at the same time it's like I'm angry and I'm upset, and like there's resentment, and it's like just I've never felt these kind of emotions all in 1 week with the Jaguars, and everyone's feeling that way. But you know, like I said, first and foremost, I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for coming in here, man. Seriously, it means the world to me. And you guys see down below, I got Byron and Adrian Wilson right there. You already know I got to support the boys, and man, it's just been a crazy week. So let me take a look at some of these comments before we really dive deep and get into some Jaguars talk, man, because this is a time where, you know, we all need to come in here and just vent and talk about things. And I really think we just need to get some stuff off our chest, man. And this is really like my first Jaguars live stream. I know I did my original live stream when I went live stream for the first time and was just sitting there talking. And I wanted you guys just to kind of, you know, come and say what's up. But then I did another live stream. I did the Lakers and the Magic game because, you know, big Magic fan, unfortunately. But man, like, this is an important topic, man. Like, we really need to get in here and talk about some stuff, man, because this is crazy. And I wasn't even planning on doing a live stream today. You know, I skipped the gym this evening to come in here and do this live stream for y'all, man, because y'all are always supporting me. I seriously love Jaguar fans. Hell, I am a Jaguar fan, but man, like, God, it warms my heart seeing the amount of support you guys give me. I'm not perfect, nor will I ever be, but, you know, I seriously just thank you. I love each and every one of you guys, man, seriously. And yeah, I was like, you know what, man, let me skip the gym this evening. Don't worry, I'll hit my leg day tomorrow. And, you know, let me get in here and do this live stream, man, because my emotions are high. I'm sure everyone else's emotions are high. I've been getting blown up on Twitter all day, all week. Everyone has been. It's just been a hectic week. Let me get into some of these comments now for real. I know I'm talking. Just wanted to come in here and say what's up. I'll kind of try to start from the top. There's a lot of comments in here already. Love seeing the Duvals. I can't be too loud because, you know, the mic's right here. Yo, what's up, Travis Etienne? Duval, fire Balke. Yeah, God, I hope so. Yes, please, I'm begging the universe for Balke to be Balake. I'll call him Balake tonight, to be fired. We have potential. Travis will be fired next year. I can't wait for ETN, man. Seriously, I've been ready for that, man. We like Tom Brady. Duval. Sad that he retired. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tom Brady, man. I got a little emotional today. Crazy, man. He's the GOAT. As much as we hate him, and a lot of NFL fans do, like, it's Tom Brady. Let's be honest, you guys. What a complete mess, and I think you're trying to say incompetence it's been. Yeah, man, it's been crazy. Leftwich. Yo, what's up, Brett? What's up, Biggs? We love you. Appreciate that, man. Love y'all too, man. For real. Big trust. Sad that Stop, man. Stop that. I can't believe Tom Brady left. Yeah, Brady had a couple more years left in him, but, you know, whatever. It's his decision. I do think he will regret it, though. I'm not begging and pleading that Byron will get the job in the end. Oh, I'm also begging and pleading. Yeah, most definitely, bro. We love Trevor Lawrence. All my homies love Trevor Lawrence. I got Trevor Lawrence all in the background. I got the canvas, I got the jersey, and I got the draft day one. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted Peterson. Love you, Brett, and don't worry, things will smooth out and believe we'll be much better next season. God bless, brother. Appreciate you, man. I need sometimes that positive reinforcement, man, because dude, sometimes my emotions be getting too high with the Jaguars, as does all of us. I want Aiden Hutchinson. I don't want Aiden Hutchinson number one. I don't think he's a number one overall pick. I do think he's a phenomenal player, and I've already done a breakdown. Excuse me for cracking on my knuckles, on Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Aiden Hutchinson. I did that probably about 2 weeks ago. You guys can go see that on my YouTube. The video actually did pretty well as well, but yeah, I already did a breakdown of those players, and I broke down their strengths and weaknesses and stuff too. I was leaning a little more Thibodeau, but I wouldn't be mad if we took Thibs or Neal. I'm not really on the Aiden Hutchinson train, even though he's going to be a very good player in this league, though. Thanks for choosing to do a live stream. Of course, man. Always got to come out and support the Jags, man, the best I can. I want Byron and Adrian Wilson here to help out Trevor and Shad. Yeah, I do too, man. And I put it out on Twitter. Let me actually read this out for you guys real quick. And this is why you guys are the best. I sent this tweet out at 6:10. It's 8:05 right now, so it's not even been 2 hours. It's been an hour and 55 minutes. 34 retweets and 273 likes already. That's crazy. I said, here are the perks of hiring Byron Leftwich. Former QB and played for the Jags, 2-time Super Bowl winner, proven coach, and he was handpicked by Bruce Arians, great leader of men, diversity and inclusion, and he wants to coach in Jacks. How much more obvious can it be? And obviously all of these are great points, but people, something I want to address though, because we all saw the situation with Brian Flores today. I won't even get too deep into that. But good for Brian Flores. I stand with him. I put that out there as well. And I think a lot of us are. The diversity and inclusion too. Now, I understand the circumstances. You wouldn't be like, oh, that shouldn't be the only reason you should hire a guy like Byron Leftwich, and obviously he wants Adrian Wilson here. Of course not. It's not the only reason, but it's definitely another reason to show Shad Khan, who is a minority owner, and the rest of the NFL that, hey, we're doing something in order to, be more diversified and inclusive, I guess. But that's not the only reason why me and a lot of people want a guy like Byron Leftwich and Adrian Wilson in here, but it definitely does help, and I definitely think that they would be an amazing fit. I think that this would be a place for a destination where players would be like, yo, I want to play for Byron, I want to play for Adrian Wilson. Maybe we get Vic Fangio on the defensive end, playing the DC, and then maybe oh man, I can't think of the Raiders interim head coach, Brian or Rich Pasala. Excuse me if I can't say his name. But he got interviewed, I think, for the special teams job. But we'll see, man. I do think Byron's the right guy. When I made my video back in December talking about my top 5 coaching candidates, he was like 4 or 5. But just over the weeks, he grew on me. And then I was full steam the last couple of weeks, like Byron. And I wouldn't be mad if we got Doug Peterson. I want to be abundantly clear about that. I would be happy if we got Doug Peterson. I would be disappointed, though, that we didn't get Byron Leftwich, considering the circumstances. And it just feels like Byron wants to be here. And it feels like from all the reports, everybody wants Byron. I feel like the players want Byron. The fans want Byron. The couple of fans that don't, it's a little crazy to me because I'm like, really? But whatever. What's up, my guy jacking off? I challenged Balke to a reading match at Barnes & Noble winner. I was like, did I read that right? I need to be in a reading match. And winner used to be the new Jags GM. Dude, Trent Baalke, man, that guy is crazy. You know what I love is he actually stated, though, that he said, if I felt like I was interfering with the success of this team moving forward, I would take a step down. Buddy, since week 18, since the clown movement, it's literally been right in front of your face. Read it and weep. It's right there. Literally everything. And Biggs, you said in all caps, did y'all hear the rumor regarding Shad and Trent Baalke? No, I did not. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of things going on. I can't keep up with every media reporter. I can't be on Twitter 24 hours a day, even though I feel like I am this last week. There's been a lot. So just drop whatever down in the comments. I don't even know if I can pull up the comments. Add moderator. No, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure that out one day. But I also kind of want Evan Neal. Yeah, I mean, Evan Neal, I think, is the safest pick between a guy like Thibodeau and Hutchinson. I think Thibodeau has a higher ceiling, much lower floor. Aiden Hutchinson has a lower ceiling, but a much higher floor than a guy like Thibodeau. I really don't even want to talk draft. I just want to talk about GM, head coach in this video and whatnot. And Jace, you said up earlier, do you feel bad for Sean Payton? Why do I feel bad for him? I mean, he had the opportunity to go coach the Cowboys in 2019. Mike McCarthy got that job. It was funny because right before Sean Payton retired, the rumor or the report came out that he said he was leaving the New Orleans Saints, and I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, I put out in that video where I talked about my top 5 coaching candidates, I had Doug Peterson at number 2. I think I had Byron at number 4, if I'm not mistaken. And I said my absolute dream scenario at number 1 is Sean Payton. I'm like, if Sean Payton wants to leave the Saints, he would love to come to Jacksonville, I bet. And then, I was like, well, that's, up in the air because I don't know if Sean Payton's committed to the Saints for a lot of different reasons, but ultimately, obviously, he left the Saints, but he's retired. I think Sean Payton's just going to take a year off, and then he'll come back to football. We'll see. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl? Obviously, I'm not rooting for the Rams. Like, come on, you guys. Like, I'm not rooting for Jalen Ramsey. I'm Not rooting for that guy. So I want the Bengals to win. I think most of America wants the Bengals to win because all of us like Joe Burrow. They're a good, fun, young and up-and-coming team. Young and up-and-coming that just flip their fortunes. And they're like the Jaguars. I've said this. They were like the 2017 Jaguars. The only difference is the fact that they had a high-powered offense versus we had a high-powered defense with a guy or with a defense like Saxonville. I just want to hear some concrete news on what the hell is going on, hearing all these sorts of things. And yeah, Byron. Yeah, and I do think, though, like with what UCF Jaguars said also, when he put some perspective on this like 4 or 5 days ago, and it really made me start to think, I'm like, yo, the silence is good, though. Not hearing reports that Byron's interviewing with other teams or that the Jaguars are really, like, interviewing head coaches. Like, Doug Peterson's really been the only other like head coach they've legitimately interviewed in this like last week, it feels like. I understand they did Vic Fangio and Rich Pisala, but those I don't think were for head coaching jobs. I think that those were for coordinator jobs. And I mean, that's circumstantial. I don't know that, but I don't feel like they're actually head coaching candidates that they were interviewing. Amen, Jags dad. Who will win the Super Bowl? I think the Bengals. I don't know. I feel like this is the Bengals' year to win it, man. I mean, they just... Yeah. I mean, I feel like Matthew Stafford's going to make one bad throw in the fourth quarter that just changes the game, but we'll see, man. I'm rooting for the Bengals. I think all of us are rooting for the Bengals. I just hope Shad gets this one right, whoever it is. I want to win. Yeah, and that's just where I'm at. Whether it is Kevin O'Connell or Doug Peterson or Byron Leftwich or Jim Caldwell or me at the head coaching position, I just want to win, okay? So regardless if I'm coaching or if it's Byron, Doug, Jim, whoever it is, I just want to win games. And, you know, the awesome thing is, though, that I know that we were very critical of Urban this year, and I was really hesitant about being critical with him until I finally reached my breaking point with him. But I know that if we get a guy like Byron Leftwich, which is still very, very, very likely, and apparently there's a rumor tomorrow that there's going to be an announcement from the Jaguars tomorrow. Saw that from a reporter. I'll have to pull that up on Twitter in a little bit. Just remind me. But, oh, man, like, I feel like it's going to happen, man. I really do, and I'm telling you, man. Someone said the Jags just fired Balky. You better not be lying. Do not lie to me in this chat. You better not be lying. I'm pulling this up on Twitter. Boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. There's no way Balky just got fired. Because I was talking about Urban Meyer, but hold on. Because I know that we interviewed Rick Spielman, which that would be great, but the only problem with Rick Spielman is the fact that that'd mean Doug Peterson would probably be in here, and Doug Peterson's still not bad, but it's like I think we'd still prefer Byron and Adrian, but I'm trying to look right now. Y'all just said in here Balky just got fired. Jags just fired Balky. That better not be a lie. I'm looking on Twitter right now. Hold on. Okay. I have alerts turned on from guys like Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, and Edilla. And also make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter. And I mean, I'm a lot more active on Twitter than I am on my Instagram. Y'all can see it in the scrolling too. But I consistently tweet. Let's just put it like that. Since the new year, I made it a conscious effort to consistently go in there and tweet. And actually, my Twitter's growing a lot faster than I even thought it would. And also, if you guys could just really quickly make sure y'all drop me a thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this too. Like I said, I just want this to be a place for us to vent and rant and hopefully. But who just said it? Byron will bring us all together. It's confirmed. Trent's fired. Okay, Jace, where are you seeing this? Because I'm on Twitter right now. I'm not seeing it, buddy. I kind of believe you right now, and that'd be crazy if this is happening like face to face. But, God, I better not be shedding a tear. Jordan DeLugo said earlier, if it's Spielman Peterson, it's either Spielman Peterson or Wilson Leftwich, which I'd prefer Leftwich, but immediately got a ton of credibility. It's still an extremely strange process. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Balky fired news. Not seeing it yet. but I do see that Shad should have been fired. So here's my thing with Shad Khan. I actually addressed this in a video I posted to, YouTube earlier. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. But what I was saying was, I had addressed Shad Khan, man-to-man, face-to-face. I said, honest conversation, a Jaguar fan reacts. And I talked very respectfully this afternoon when I posted this video. Y'all can go check it out, too, if you guys ever get some time. No worries if you can't. And I was like, to whom it may concern, Trent Baalke, Tony Khan, Shad Khan, members of the Jaguars organization. I'm like, nobody's above one another. We're all in this together, right? And, even though it's not our decision and it's not our choice to, have the last 10 years under Shad Khan since 2011, have 3 different head coaches in Mike Mularkey, Gus Bradley, Doug Marrone, 4, and then Urban Meyer, and then have all these GM changes. That's not our responsibility. But I'm asking Shad Khan man to man, hey, look, I respect you. I respect the man that you are, the successful businessman that you are. You're one of 2 minority owners. You've accomplished a lot in your life, and I respect that. But this city needs hope, and we just need to feel like if we're going to continue to support your product, you as the owner and as the businessman need to do something in order to give this city and this fan base hope, man. Because I love Shad Khan in a lot of different ways, man. He donates to the city. He does a lot of funding for the city. I know that he cares about Jacksonville, and that speaks volumes to the type of character that he is, and I love that about Shad Khan. But it just, at the end of the day, we still need winning, and I don't expect our team next year with Byron or Doug Peterson or anybody coaching to flip the script and be a Bengals. That's unrealistic thinking. That's an anomaly, right? But it just, I think Shad Khan's the right guy. But if he messes up this head coaching hire / GM, if Baalke's retained and we mess this whole thing up yet again, he's out the door. I'd be done with Shad at that point, even though I respect him in a lot of different assets. And thank you very much, Jags Dad, for the comment. I appreciate that. Out of every division team, which team do you like the best in our division? I'd say probably the Texans. I've never really had a problem. Or even Colts fans. I had a girl in the past that was a Colts fan. I didn't date her, but she was great girl, cool girl, but she was a Colts fan. I was like, red flag went off my head. I'm like, you're a Colts fan? I'm like, why are you a Colts fan? And she was like, even though I'm born and raised here, my dad was such a big diehard Jags fan that I hated it so much, so I wanted just to like a team that he didn't like in the Colts. And I'm like, okay. So that was the only red flag with her. She's great otherwise. No bad blood. Sorry for the little rant, but I don't have a problem with Colts fans or Texans fans. Titans fans, tuck the fightins. I've said that numerously. Tuck the fightins. I can't stand them. Which team do you like besides the Jaguars? Well, I will never like another NFL team. Here, hold on. I can't see my screen real quick. Hold on. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I'm literally tatted a Jaguar on me. Yeah. So I'm literally DTWD. So, I don't like another team. I guess I was a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, and I still am. So I always support a guy like Aaron Rodgers. So I guess I rooted for Rodgers to do well, even though I'm not a Packers fan. But I guess that was it. I was a big Deshaun Jackson fan growing up, watching him and Jeremy Maclin and LaShawn McCoy and them. So I liked the Eagles then and whatnot. But I see the Wilson and Baalke out news, but that's not official. Yeah, it's probably just another rumor going on. Not really sure what to think. Okay, so I want you guys down in the comments right now so that we have it. What's the word I'm looking for? So we have it for receipts. That's the word I'm looking for. I want everyone in the comments, and I'm going to put it down in the comments down below right now. It is 8/19, February 1st, 2022. If Trent Baalke is fired, when will it be? And I want you to be as specific as possible. Will it be tonight when we're sleeping? Will it be tomorrow morning? Will it be next week? Be a specific date. I just want everyone to have receipts right now, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna say on the 3rd. Don't ask me why. I feel like 2-3 at, I'm gonna say 11 a.m. Balky's fired. I'm gonna be as specific as possible, and then I believe Byron and my boy Wilson will be in here running the ship for the Jaguars. So I just, yeah. But what kind of job are you looking for on the Jag? So actually, I'm 20 years old right now. I'm still a student at FSCJ, community college here in Jacksonville, and I'm finishing up my AA. I will be done with my associates in the summer. So I will actually be attending UCF in the fall to finish up my bachelor's degree in journalism. So I won't be living in Jacksonville by the end of summer. So, I mean, I don't intend on getting a job with the Jaguars at least for another 2-3 years, if that's even the case. I'll have to reassess and see where I'm at with my life, with broadcasting, with journalism, with other jobs, because if you guys don't know, I write articles for a Florida sports team website, and through there, I cover UNF men's basketball games. I've interned with the Jacksonville Icemen. Obviously, you guys see all the work I do here on YouTube, from Jaguar stuff to NBA stuff. Like, I try to branch myself out in such a, big way, and FSCJ is a state college. I'm with her. Hey, that's dope, bro. Yeah, man. I cover the UNF basketball games right now too. I have, my mom went to UNF. I know so many people that went to UNF. I have friends that play at UNF, play sports at UNF, I should say. But I'll be done with my AA, and then I'll be going to UCF in the fall. Call me UCF Jaguar Part 2, I guess. Once that happens, I'll have to tweet that out whenever I get accepted, but I'll be going there in the fall. And yeah, man, so I'm not planning on getting a job with the Jags anytime soon, even though that could be in the realm of things. Ideally, I want to be broadcasting. I want to be reporting. Maybe I turn into Ashlyn Sullivan and I replace her. No disrespect. Just out of curiosity, though, I wonder if I can put a poll. Yeah, I can put a poll. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. I just put a poll up. Would you rather see me or Ashlyn Sullivan covering the Jaguars? No disrespect. Y'all can be straight up. I think she does a phenomenal job. I think she's really great at her job. Seriously, I do. But, hell, I would love to have that job, and, maybe that can happen in the next couple of years. But like I said, at UCF, I actually will be probably covering their basketball and football games as well, as a media member, as a journalist. So that'll be a lot of fun, even though UCF is fake national champions. They are fake. No disrespect. And yeah, man, I hope to actually get a job with the Orlando Magic first. A big Magic fan. I'll be in Orlando. Yeah, baby. Swoop. So it's been great covering the basketball games, man. It's a lot of work, but I love what I do, man. And I love what I do here on YouTube, and that's all that matters, man. So where will Russell Wilson go? He's coming to Jacksonville. Class of 2014. Damn, bro. I'm class of 2019, but that's high school. Ashlyn Sullivan is, I'll say that. She's mid. I mean, she's cute-ish, but she's mid. Ashlyn's boring, to be honest. Let's be nice. Stephen A. meme. Let's be nice. Can't wait to see you celebrating videos when Trevor and the Jags start winning. Dude, thank you for saying that, DTWD, and thank you for reiterating that. Do you guys know how much fun it's going to be coming on here to live stream games, to live stream after the game, or, to be making videos 2-3 times a week like I typically do with the Jags, and we're winning, and everyone's happy. You guys, I haven't even been a Jags YouTuber for a year. Can you guys just think about that for a second? Not even a year. I've been a Jags YouTuber. It's February 1st right now. I started, I think, April, because it was right before the draft. It was like a week or two before the draft. I started making Jaguar videos, and you guys are what really blew my channel up. And really, I started picking up numbers, and I was like, dude, I'm grateful for that. I love my Jaguars, and like, thank you. And yeah, like it was crazy, man, because I mean, I had a point to all of this and I just lost my train of thought, but dude, like it's going to be so fun making Jaguar videos, and we're happy because we're winning and we're not 2-9 or 2-11. We finished the season off 3-14. Now, obviously, a guy like UCF Dalton, love that guy. He's my bro. UCF Jaguar. I mean, he's been making Jags content for 5 years on YouTube now. So he's been through a lot more downs in 1 year of up with 2017, which is obviously his first year making Jaguars content. I haven't even been a Jaguars content creator for a year, and I already feel the sadness of coming on here and making YouTube videos, and we're all like, oh, well, we lost again, and we lost again, and we lost again, and we lost again. Like, it's great. It's amazing. The fact that you guys and we still stay in such a tight community through all the struggles and all the downs of being a Jags fan, man. Like, I seriously, y'all are the best. Seriously, Jags fans are the best. I know I talk a lot of shit sometimes, but it's all out of the love of my heart. But man, it's love. One of UNF. Actually, I think UNF's actually building a football stadium off Kernan somewhere, right off campus. You know where that? Off JTB in Kernan, where that, I think it's a shell. It's either a shell or a gate. I think that they're building a football stadium right over there by those woods. No, Ashland stays Sexton or Martineau. Brett Martineau's awesome. I've met the guy a million times. He's at the UNF games as well sometimes. But Brian Sexton's awesome too. Once Travis comes, that would be fun too. It will be lit. Can't wait for the Jags to start winning consistently. That's why we're all so passionate about our Jags and wanting them to do the right things for once. God, dude, you're preaching to the choir, man. I feel you, my guy. Got to meet MJD this season. We drafted Blaine Gabbert. Yo, that's dope. He's always been the one Jags guy I never got to meet. I've met so many Jags players, y'all. I can't even count how many Jags players I've met from the time I was a kid to now. And most of it wasn't even like at the Jags like stadium or, you know, after a game or after practice. Like, it was literally just I happened to run into them into town, and I just happened to say, hey, like, what's up, man? Or, hey, what's up, DeJuan Smoot? Or, hey, what's up, Josh Allen? Or, hey, what's up, Jawan Taylor? Whoever. You know, it was dope, man. And I love MJD. Never got to meet the guy. My best friend's family was actually very close with David Garrard growing up, so, you know, I got to be around David Garrard a lot. He was a great guy, too. What's the latest news? The latest news is Brett James for head coach, Jacksonville Jaguars 2022. I just broke it. Sources per me. Ask E. Dilla too. He can confirm. Mad respect for you, bro. Mad respect. Your video to Shad was on point and still very respectful. You've earned my respect, my guy. I owe you a beer when you turn 21. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I actually turned 21 in 27 days, so last day of February. I appreciate each and every one of you guys sincerely. I will never be able to say that enough. So, oh, nice, bro. I got a buddy live off Bay Meadows. I actually work on Southside too. If you can't answer this question, I'll give you $1 million. All right, ask the $1 million question. What's all this talk about the Jaguars gathering all these coaches to become the Avengers? Dude, you know how, okay, like, dream scenario, we're the Jaguars, so, like, our dreams are probably going to come crashing down. But imagine this. Byron Leftwich, head coach. Adrian Wilson, general manager. Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator. And Rich Pasala, special teams coordinator. Oh my God. That would be top notch. Look at that Byron swag. This isn't Byron swag. I actually do need to get me a Byron Leftwich jersey. I know y'all saw it on Twitter and all over NFLshop.com when the rumor like 5-6 days ago was that, oh my God, Byron's coming here, and everyone was all rallied up. And then we saw it on the website. They were selling Byron Leftwich jerseys. I had one when I was a kid, but I obviously outgrew it. But this is actually let me see. I can't see my screen sometimes. This is actually a 1993 edition shirt. You guys have probably seen me wear it before. It's got the OG logo on it too. I got into Miami with my buddy Amac. When we went down to Miami 1 week before the pandemic hit, it was in March of 2020, but it was the first week of March we were there. And we went to a vintage store in Miami. They had a bunch of vintage stuff, and I happened to come across this. It was like $50-$60. I was like, dude, I have to get this. Yeah. Love Garrard. Remember the time he beat the Steelers in the playoffs? Yeah, that was like probably like one of my first Jaguar memories growing up. Because I remember like watching Garrard, Matt Jones, Fred Taylor, MJD, Mike Peterson, Reggie Nelson, Rasheed Mathis. Like I remember that whole crew. Mercedes Lewis. You remember the 60-yard pass from Garrard to Mike Thomas, dude? I was in my garage. I remember that moment very vividly when it live happened. I was in my garage watching the game on, my big, it wasn't even a flat screen because this is like 2010, I don't know, 2009. Were flat screens even invented yet? I still grew up with VHS tapes, y'all. I'm still, but I was in the garage and I just remember him throwing Gus Johnson, looking back on it now, fires Mike Sims Walker, batted down. Oh, we caught it. Oh my God, Mike Thomas. It was like, oh my God. I meant the picture of Byron. Jags fans is a brotherhood, and we'll see a real jersey holding that Lombardi one day. It's going to be great. Come on, fans. Each year we're blessed up with our team. Yeah, man. And the thing is, bro, like even through like 90% of the time, Jaguar fans are down because we are down. I think that's something that's so awesome is the fact that this is our only professional team. Forget the Jumbo Shrimp because they're, AAA. Forget the Iceman. Unless there's another team I'm missing out there in Jacksonville, which I don't think I am. I guess the Armada, but whatever. This is our only professional team, and this city rallies around it. Do you know how grateful we are? Or do you know how awesome it is that we have an NFL team in our city, man? Like, that's awesome, man. Like, I don't take that shit for granted, and I'm just grateful to have an NFL team, man. I couldn't imagine living out in Nebraska, walking outside and I see corn all day. I'm like, oh, great, corn. Hey, can I go to a game? Oh, wait, no, I live 18 hours away from the nearest NFL stadium. That would suck. No, Jags dad, you don't wish you lived here. Not the way rent price is going. Bro, that's the entire economy right now in the state of Florida, bro. Rent prices are ridiculous. He has the swag in that photo. Dylan must got some big news. He's struggling right now. Love the hat. Thanks, bro. Shout out to Duvault. Over on the west side by Chick-fil-A over off Appleton Avenue. Awesome, man. Go check out Duvault, y'all, if y'all want to go get some vintage drip. Not Jags related, but are you surprised Markel and J.I. still haven't returned? I wouldn't say surprised because Markel's day-to-day now. J.I. still no news. I wouldn't say surprised. I'd just say disappointed. I was actually at the game last year versus the Cavaliers when Markel tore his ACL. I was at that game. The one Magic game I said, you know what, let me go drive down to Orlando. Let me go to the game. And this is during the pandemic. I was like, oh my God. Markel just tore his ACL. And I was like, yep. So it sucks, man. But I love this Magic team right now. Cole Anthony been balling. Franz Wagner, rookie of the year, by the way. Jalen Suggs, yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the story. Peterson is OC, not happening. Peterson's not taking a coordinator job. He wants to be a head coach. Rasheed Mathis, cornerback clutch. Yeah, man. Shout out to the GOAT, bro. Rasheed Mathis. He's better than Darrelle Revis, honestly. I watched that same play over and over 100 times that day. Yeah, I mean, I was probably like, I'm just throwing a number out there because I don't remember the date it was, but I was probably like anywhere between 9 and 11 years old when I watched that Mike Thomas play. Another iconic moment. I remember exactly where I was. I was at my best friend's house, still to this day, my best friend. And I'm in his living room and we're 8, 9, 10 years old. And we see Josh Scobie line up 59 yards away. And we're like, no way he gets this. And then we're running laps around the couch like when Josh Scobie hit that 59 yarder, man. It was crazy, bro. Love Jacksonville having the Jaguars. Yeah, man. I just love the city, bro. BJ, who do we take number 1? I think we take Kayvon Thibodeau. How about this? I want Kayvon Thibodeau. I think we take Evan Neal. Not mad about that either, though. I love being in Utah and being a Jags fan since the very beginning. Duval. I'm actually a Utah Jazz fan. Like, all jokes aside, my stepdad is from Salt Lake City, born and raised. So he raised me a Jazz fan. So I'm a Utah Jazz fan number 1. And then I'm a Magic fan 2 because, like, I grew up here, so I love my Magic. So it's like 1A, 1B. Like, I favor the Jazz, like, just a slight bit more, but it's only because, like, I was raised that way, but I'm still a diehard Magic fan, but I'm a diehard Jazz fan also. Yeah, man, free agency in the draft's like one of the most fun times of the year, man. Like, it seriously is just so awesome, man. But it's so confusing, man. I really don't know, what's going to happen, or, oops, move my camera. What's going to happen. I really don't know. Yeah, man, I think Vic Fangio will probably actually end up being the DC. I like Joe Cullen, but obviously coaches get to pick their own staffs. So we'll have to see, though. He said Spielman for executive vice president, GM Adrian Wilson, head coach Byron, breathe it into existence. Bro, that would be phenomenal. I would love that. Because Rich Spielman's been on a phenomenal, what's the word I'm looking for? GM, thank you, Jesus Christ. In the league for a long time. And actually, he obviously was in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. He just drafted, good, I don't want to say friend. My old boss, who I'm very, very, very close with. His son actually plays for the Vikings, Janarius Robinson. So he actually drafted him in the 4th round this past year. So, I guess I root for the Vikings because I root for him. Who's the best Jags player ever? I mean, probably Fred Taylor. That's probably who I would go with. Who do you think Khan is really taking this time and making sure he makes the draft? Look, I actually do think, even though it's very annoying that we're all just waiting, and we're all anxious, I do think Shad's going to eventually pull the plug on Balky. Like, I don't see a situation in which Balky's still here. Even if it means Peterson and Spielman or Byron and Wilson or whatever it is. I actually do not think, and I can say that wholeheartedly, in my heart of hearts, I don't think Balky is going to be retained. I mean, I know it's taking like longer than we even expected. It's like, damn, why is it taking this long? It shouldn't. I still just think that Shad is just waiting to pull the plug, even though he hasn't yet. Oh, you're talking about the best Jaguars player right now. I thought you meant like in our history. Right now, it's between Josh Allen and Trevor, but it's probably Trevor, even though he had a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs in his rookie season. It's just different because you clearly see that he's the most talented player on that field with a bad team around him. How confident are you that we get Byron and Adrian? Okay, if you want me to be completely honest, I'm like 90%. 90% confident. There's that 10% of me that thinks Khan's going to go Spielman and Doug Peterson. But I'm actually like, I'm not sweating it because I haven't heard any reports from Byron Leftwich like interviewing other places and, we're completely out on the Byron sweepstakes. I actually genuinely believe Wilson and Byron are coming here. That's why I got it right here. Got to rep the guys, man. And like I said, that tweet, man, I said it. Former QB and played for the Jags, 2-time Super Bowl winner, proven coach, and he was handpicked by Bruce Arians to be the play caller. Y'all said it. He's glorified by a guy like Tom Brady, respected by a guy like Tom Brady, and shout out to him. Retired to go. He's a great leader of men. Diversity and inclusion, that is something you definitely have to consider, and it definitely looks better if you hire 2 African Americans and a GM and a head coach. And he wants to coach in Jacksonville. It's a great story, man. How much more obvious can it be? Like Twitter. Like, how much more obvious can it be? Only the Jags can stress me out in season and off season. Facts, man. Bro, I swear, even before I was making Jags content, y'all, and I was just a fan. I've always been a fan. But like, before I just started, I'd say publicly, being a Jags fan and, making Jaguars content, the Jaguars were literally on my mind 24/7, 365. So when it finally hit me last year before the draft, I'm like, why don't I make Jaguars content? Like, let me just start doing that. Like, I love the Jags. I already make NBA content. Let me just do that. And it's perfect. We got Trevor Lawrence coming in here. Well, Trevor hadn't gotten drafted yet, but it was right before he got drafted. And then y'all all came along. So thank you all very much. And I'm super grateful for each and every single one of you guys. I'm going to always continue to work hard to provide the best content and be the best Brett James BJ I could be. Pause. I hope we get Justin Rosen drafted and George Pickens. George Pickens would be nice. Don't know enough about Justin Ross. I have to go do some more research on him, though. But yeah, I've heard the name thrown around a lot. The fact that Byron hasn't taken any of the interviews and they had the jerseys on sale got me hyped. Yeah, I think it got everyone hyped. And then You know, I put out a tweet. Edilla put out a tweet. I mean, every media reporter, Mia O'Brien or Mia something, just every media reporter you can think of within the Jaguars organization or beat press was saying something in regards to the Jaguars potentially getting Byron Leftwich, and it was basically a done deal. But then Trent Baalke was like, I don't want to lose my job, even though he knows he's going to lose his job. I'm not worried, you guys. Like, it just sucks. But if you want me being truthful, I'm not worried. I still think that we get Byron and Wilson, and I still think regardless of whoever's in here coaching, Baalke's going to be gone. Peterson would be okay, but he wouldn't change the culture the way Leftwich would. I completely agree with that statement. I think the difference is, even though Peterson's a more proven coach, obviously, he beat the GOAT in the Super Bowl. You know, he has a proven track record. Disregarding his season when he got fired, which he didn't deserve to be from Philadelphia because Howie Roseman's a dumbass. Excuse my language. Sometimes. But Doug Peterson only had a bad season because Carson Wentz is a bad quarterback. And he was a bad quarterback in Philly. People have this stigma about Carson Wentz that he's a great quarterback or he's a very top, good, upper echelon quarterback. No, he's not. And that's why Doug Peterson got a bad look. Leftwich would come in here and change a culture. That's the big difference. And same thing with Adrian Wilson. You need free agents and guys getting drafted here to think, oh man, we're bought into an organization and a franchise where these guys know, hey, I would run through a brick wall for that coach. And I would do that. I would run through a brick wall for Byron Leftwich. That's why all of us Jaguar fans are hyped about this man. Well, with the whole Brian Flores situation, it can make Khan look bad due to there not being a reason to hire Byron. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's already crazy enough that one of the two, owners in the NFL out of 32 we have as a minority. He's obviously Pakistani. I believe the Buffalo Bills woman is Korean. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But we have one of two minority owners. I don't think Shad Khan's sweating hiring a minority owner or not. I mean, obviously every GM, executive vice president of football operations, or head coach he's hired have all been white males, which I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Gus Bradley, Dave Caldwell, Mike Mularkey, Urban Meyer, yada, yada, yada. I don't have a problem with any of that. It doesn't concern me. But I do think with all of the credentials that Byron Leftwich has, on top of the diversity and inclusion, it's a no-brainer. But I'm not saying, oh, well, Byron Leftwich and Adrian Wilson, they're two African-American males, so let's just get them in here. No, I think that these guys actually could be a tone setter, a culture changer, and I think that these guys have a great proven track record. So, yeah. Who's the worst team in the NFL? The Jaguars. There's your answer. If Pickens is available round 2, pick 1, and we pass on him, it would be a crime. Like I said, I got to go do some more draft videos for you guys. I definitely do. I don't know if he falls to round 2. We'll see. I did, before we drafted ETN, I actually wanted Christian Barmore at number 25, and he didn't even have that great of a rookie season. He was solid up in New England, but I really wanted him. And something I think that needs to be talked about, though, is that we need to draft another linebacker pretty high up. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but we need to start looking at developing a young linebacker again and try to get that combo for the future. Because it really depends on what we do with a 3-4 or 4-3. I won't even get too deep into that, but it definitely needs to happen, because what we saw from Patrick Queen up in Baltimore and Micah Parsons in Dallas, and the Jaguars linebackers are okay. They're good enough. Unless Chason takes a big step up, we'll definitely have to see. But most definitely, trying to donate, support Jags YouTubers. How can we donate? Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Y'all don't need to donate to me or nothing like that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for even just coming into this live stream. I got 50 people in this live stream, man. Thank you so much. This is only my third live stream ever, you guys. Third live stream, and thank you very much, man. 50 people. Wow, that's crazy, bro. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop me a like if you guys are enjoying this. You saying to donate? No, you guys don't need to donate, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys too. You guys donating to me is you guys watching my videos, staying tuned, commenting, liking, sharing with other Jaguar friends, or if you guys do watch my NBA content as well that I post, you guys stay tuned with that. Like, that to me is more than enough. I don't expect you guys to be sitting here and, donating to me or buying a membership or nothing like that. Maybe stuff like that will come with time. But I'm not at that point where I'm ready to take that step and to do that. But I do truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for even considering that. So thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Travis is another Debo. He could be. People are saying LaVisca. It was funny. Drew from Dunn and Drew podcast actually had said LaVisca could actually be a Debo Samuel if he was fast, could catch and run. I was like, true. The Jags suck next year. They could get Will Harris. Will Harris. That name's not ringing a bell right now. Sell the number 1 overall and Tiger up and go get. I can't even pronounce that name. Is Matthew Wright a good kicker? Yes, he is a good kicker. He had his struggles early on, but he finished off that season very, very strongly. I think he was in the 80% plus club, which he should be. But let me see. Let me see real quick. Mr. Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright. Jaguars. Let's look at this boy's stats and see how he did. Okay, 87.5% field goals and 86.7 on extra points. The extra points need to go up. But, I mean, he was 21 of 24 on field goals. That is very good. And then on extra points, he was 13 of 15. Needs to do a little bit better. But like I said, he finished off that season very strong. I want him to be the kicker again moving forward until he proves me otherwise. Pass on Ridley. He's so soft in a head case. Let's not be too rude on Calvin Ridley. We don't know what's going on with him. Mental health is a very serious issue, all jokes aside. Something I've very much struggled with, something everybody, or I'd say majority of people struggle with. And I don't know what Calvin Ridley's going through. I think only people close to Calvin Ridley know what Calvin Ridley's going through. So I'm not advocating for us to trade for him until he feels like he's ready to come back for football. And I respect that. I respect whatever his choice is. And it was the same thing with, DJ Chark speaking up on his mental health issues as well, too. I know he didn't take any time off from football, but he addressed it. And, I'm not going to speak on another man's issues. So that's just where I'm at with it. I would love to have a wide receiver number 1. Maybe Byron comes, maybe Godwin comes. I would sign him even on an ACL injury, but same thing with Michael Gallup, but we'll see. Love McPherson. Yeah, man, I love them at Florida. I'm a big Gator fan too. And what's funny is the Bengals, when they had P. Ryan in, I'm like, dude, LaMichael P. Ryan plays for the Bengals. I'm like, no way. I didn't even know that. But well, I'll be damned. Would you be willing to go get a guy like Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson? If so, how much are you willing to spend? Okay. Yes, I would be willing to go get a Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson. Godwin, I would sign to a long-term extension. A-Rob, probably on a 2-year deal. I'd probably only give A-Rob a 2-year, $25 to $30 million deal. A guy like Chris Godwin, I would pay him 4 years, $60 million? I think that's fair, especially coming off an ACL injury. Let me look, though. Let me look at the top. To kind of put this into perspective, top 10 paid wide receivers. Let's see, because I know D-Hop's got an expensive contract. I know Julio does. Yeah, okay, so Hopkins is making $27 mil a year. Julio, 22. Keenan Allen, 20. Amari, 20. Michael Thomas, 19. But they're on like $80 to $60 million deals. I would pay Chris Godwin like a 4-year, $60 million deal. I think that's fair considering the type of talent that he is. He's really and truly a wide receiver too, but I think he's deserving. But also, I'm maybe bumping the money down just a little bit just because he's coming off an ACL injury, but he'll probably be fine. I'm up in ACL. He doesn't want to be with the Falcons. I mean, that's understandable. But if he does have some mental health issues, which I'm going to take him for his word. I'm going to say he has mental health issues. That's what he stated. I'm not going to make it about the Falcons, and that's that. But yeah. He's a great player he's a very phenomenal player if he's ready to come back. I actually wanted the Jaguars, what was it, 2018 draft. I wanted the Jaguars to go and get him, and I was livid. I was on the phone texting my buddies like, oh my God, we're going to get Calvin Ridley. And then I think he either got taken one pick before us or one pick after us. I think it was a pick before us. And then we took Taven Bryan. He's good friends with Corey Grant. Man, what a legend, bro. I forgot about Corey Grant. When will they announce the next head coaching signing? Bro, you're telling me. I don't know when they will. And I don't think anybody does. I don't think even Shad Khan knows. It's just crazy. I feel like Ridley's more Robin and less Batman. Like Juju when AB left. Yeah, Juju's a nice receiver, but I really don't want him. I really don't want Juju. I wouldn't be that high on him. Are you tagging DJ? I don't mind franchise tagging him. I just don't see why we don't sign him back on a 1-year deal instead of paying him the franchise tag, because then it's the top 10 receivers, all their money combined divided by 10. I think it's the average of that is what the franchise tag is. So, no, bring back DJ on a 1 or 2 year deal. There's no reason we shouldn't bring back DJ Chark, who's a 26-year-old receiver who's been playing with poor, bad quarterbacks the last 3-4 years, from inconsistent play, I would say, from Blake Bortles, Cody Kessler, Gardner Minshew, Mike Glennon, and 3 games with Trevor Lawrence when Trevor Lawrence is a rookie. And he also led Trevor Lawrence with 22 targets before he went down with that injury. And he also had 2 touchdowns, 7 catches. DJ Chark can be a legitimate elite wide receiver 2 in this league. He can be. Now that we have a legitimate franchise quarterback, and hopefully we get a good OC and hopefully get a good head coach, Chark can prove it. And yeah, I'm not signing into a long-term deal, but and I don't know if we tag Cam. I say that we actually re-sign Cam if and only if we don't take Evan Neal. If we take Kayvon Thibodeau, then I say tag Cam again, or re-sign him, which I don't mind. But that's going to be a tricky situation, because if we draft Neal, then it's like, what do we do with Cam and Walker Little? There's a lot of things that go on right there too, though. That's why I said the clue's Fournette, ETN, not Sean. Dylan knows something. Denard Robinson, what happened to him? He actually works in the Jags front office. I actually ran into him about a year ago towards the draft. I ran in and I was like, hey, what's up, Denard? And I asked him, like, hey, what are you doing for the Jags now? And I honestly forget. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, he was cool, though. I liked having him here in Jacksonville for a little bit. And you guys, I'm going to wrap this up in 8 minutes, I guess, to be exact. I wanted to get on here for an hour and talk with you guys and, kind of see what was going on as well. But let me kind of go through some of these comments again, too. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go vote in that poll that Ashlyn Sullivan, Brett James won. And then if you guys are enjoying this live stream, make sure you guys go drop me a like. I'd really appreciate it, you guys. But, seriously, 52 people in here right now. Thank you all so much. I seriously can't thank you guys enough. Treadwell and Allen Robinson are the same to me. They actually are. Obviously, Allen Robinson's a much more proven receiver. I think Allen Robinson coming back to Jacksonville would be phenomenal, even if it's on a 1 or 2 year deal. But they're the exact same type of receiver. The athleticism, the physicality in which they play with. They're not the best route runners, but they're very good at what they do. Getting the ball at the point of attack, I think that they're very similar. I know he probably never come here, but would you be willing to give Devontae Adams, it's reported $30 million a year? No, it's probably too much, but I'd overpay to help Trevor's development. So the Devontae Adams situation's tricky, because obviously I don't think any of us assume Green Bay's or Aaron Rodgers is sticking in Green Bay, which means Devontae Adams isn't sticking in Green Bay, but they could always franchise tag him. Forgetting the franchise tag for a moment, if Devontae Adams is truly an unrestricted free agent, wants to go wherever he wants, if he's willing to take a pay cut to go play with Aaron Rodgers, wherever he goes, that's fine and dandy. I don't know where he wants to go, but if he just wants, hey, whoever wants to pay me the most, I'll go there. I know the Chargers have a lot of cap space. The Jaguars have a lot of cap space. I think the Raiders have a lot of cap space. I think the Dolphins have a lot of cap space. So if Devontae Adams wants to go to a team, regardless of Aaron Rodgers, and just get the most money, I would do it. I don't care about giving Devontae Adams a 3-4 year deal, paying him $120 million and $80 million of it guaranteed. I would be like, no. I will gladly go get the best wide receiver in football to go and help Trevor Lawrence. Now, granted, you're going to have a couple of other holes that you won't be able to fill because you can't pay those other positions on the defense, maybe a couple on offense. But forgetting even the draft. Let's just say you have in your wide receiver core a Devontae Adams, Marvin Jones, DJ Chark, LaVisca, I guess, is a 4, Laquan Treadwell, whatever. You know, and then you got ETN coming out of the backfield. You get J-Rob back and healthy after he comes back off his Achilles injury. That is a nice offense. And then you get a good guru offensive player with a guy like Byron Leftwich. Maybe, who was the OC I talked about earlier? Not Fangio for DC, but I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on with the OC too. But I don't care how much money Devontae Adams wants. I am paying him that money to come to Jacksonville. Jacksonville should be a destination for players to want to come. If we get a guy like Doug Peterson or Spielman or Leftwich or Wilson, which I obviously want, that's what I want. If the Packers don't tag him, I'm paying him whatever he wants. Warm weather, you play in a state with no state income tax, you have a franchise quarterback, and look, we got fresh new faces all around. Culture hopefully can be changed with a guy like Byron Leftwich and Adrian Wilson. We should just change our logo to Jacksonville Tigers before other teams benefit from it. It's funny. Now, there has been a lot of talks, though, about, like, should we change the logo? Should we change the jerseys? I wouldn't mind switching the jerseys up, even though we just switched it up a couple years ago. The simplicity looks clean, but you never know. I mean, it could be better. But, no, I'm cool with our logo. I think we have one of the best logos in the NFL right now. I think a lot of people would say that as well. How many O-linemen do you think we draft? Probably 2. We typically always draft 2 O-linemen, more times than not. Yeah, we didn't get offense till Chalk got hurt. Yeah, and then obviously everyone started getting hurt because then it was, I didn't even mention Dan Arnold and Jamal Agnew. Oh my God. You know, I mean, look at how many injuries we had on offense with a rookie quarterback with a horrible coaching staff. From Jamal Agnew, DJ Chark, Dan Arnold, James Robinson, Travis Etienne. Our offense would have been significantly better had we had those guys, even in a bad season. Now imagine taking that momentum with a better coaching staff and more development and more chemistry and more continuity into year 2. What do you think about the Brian Flores situation and him suing the NFL for discrimination? I absolutely applaud him. Put it on Twitter. I think 99% of people are standing with Brian Flores, especially after you could clearly go and see the, the evidence that was written right there from the text messages from Bill Belichick, from the allegations that the Giants had already made their decision on Brian Dable before they even interviewed Brian Flores. And there was some other stuff with Stephen Ross, the owner for the Miami Dolphins, and him offering to tank. If he tanked, you would give him $100,000 incentivized for every game. Like, there is so much clear discrimination going on with Brian Flores in that situation. Obviously, it's very evident, and he has the evidence to back it up. I stand with Brian, my goodness, Brian Flores, not Byron Leftwich. And I think that, we should all be backing up Brian Flores right now too. But yeah, I stand with him, man. And hopefully the NFL can start doing better with these policies, man. Rooney Rule clearly didn't work out, and there's just a lot of adjustments the NFL needs to make. A lot of work that needs to be made, and this society does too, but can only take it a day at a time. I would like for us to wear the 95 jerseys either home or away. Yeah, I was saying this to my friend yesterday as we were leaving FSCJ. I said, look, man, the NFL needs to do an entire week where every team is mandated to wear their throwback uni 1 week. What's up, FL teams? What's up, my boy Isaac? Y'all go check out flteams.com. Let me go say that real quick, man. I'm affiliated with them. We do sports articles and blogs every single day, literally every single day, from Florida sports at the professional, at the collegiate level. So make sure y'all go check out flteams.com. Literally one word. But 62 said Dylan knows something. I'll have to go check Twitter. I obviously haven't been checking Twitter the last hour. I'm about to end this in like a minute or so. Thank you, like I said, very much for y'all getting in here. But yeah, man, I hope this Brian Flores thing gets situated, man. Because think about it. He's literally putting his career on the line by suing the NFL, suing the Denver Broncos, suing the Miami Dolphins, suing the New York Giants. Like, I applaud him, seriously. And he's been doing phenomenal things. He deserves to be a head coach in the NFL. It's ridiculous that he's being blackballed right now. Or whatever's going on with him. I don't know. But I will, I guess, formally end this now. thank each and every single one of you guys. I thank each and every one of you guys for coming in here and supporting me. It was nice to come in here and kind of vent for a little bit. I want to do this a little more often. And like I said, make sure you guys go check me out on Twitter and on Instagram. I post almost every single day, and especially on Twitter, so you guys can stay up to date with, you know, everything Jaguars, some of the NBA stuff I'd be talking about as well. And then also, hopefully we get this new head coach and this new GM sooner than later. I think it's just long overdue as well. But sorry, I was reading a comment. But yeah, seriously, thank you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Thank you very much, Robert. And yeah, man, great content coming out too in these next couple of weeks, man. And hopefully a head coaching video sooner than later. But I will be making some more content, and, you know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. But thank you guys for joining into this live stream. Brett James, aka BJ. I'm out, y'all. Peace.